Hopefully, they can connect with you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks.
我在嘉义市，就是我15年前一开始做房地产，就是21世纪的，所以我也感觉跟21世纪有一点缘分了。I said I added something to introduction. When I first started real estate 15 years ago, I actually started Century 21, so I also feel I have a little bit of connection.
我的经纪人的年龄是7岁啊，那么并且呢是每年的这种离职率也非常高，因为这个行业在中国毕竟起步比较短，所以你们在座的都是非常优秀的这种经纪人的代表。你们有没有？因为我们经纪人有将近4万名的经纪人，所以是想你们从你们个人的建议，有没有对我们的经纪人有什么样的从业的角度有什么样的建议没有？对，
So her question, Sandra's question is, since the Century 21 and also other real estate agents in China, that the average age that we visit the other company, we were told there is the average age is 27, 20 in the 20s. So what's the impression about the age difference, and then whether there anything they could do to improve the quality of the agents?
The retention rate is what they're asking. How do they get the agents to stay longer, since they spend a lot
Sure.
of time to train, and then 4 or 5 years later they split, go somewhere else. Unlike us in the U.S., if you put that training in, they do well, they're usually there for a while. Some of them until they retire or die. So, yeah. So what can they do as a company, either training or something, incentive or something else, to get the agents to stick around longer?
So I love tell what's your name, where you're from, please.
你好, my Chinese name is Lu Hu. And thank you for having us here. I think if you guys have a system like us, the MLS, and the forms that we use to protect agents, so they have some job security, that if they are working with somebody, if they find a listing or they find a buyer, they are the one that they're going to get paid. They are get more motivated than, because people have different personality. If I'm a shy person, I prefer to work with somebody that is quiet and shy and like somebody like myself, but that person also is like me, not aggressive and go for it and cut throat, get the commission from other agents. So I might lose the commission in a middle. So everybody prefer to work with somebody that is their personality close to them. They need to have some job security to stay with the
job security.
Thank you. 刚才他说的就是说关于他的名字叫罗和丽，很好听的名字。他说就是作为一个 agent 来讲，你可以就是建立一个那个系统的东西，就是说每一个给你介绍来的这些客户啊，像那个就是 agent 的本身呢，你要告诉他就是说有一些系统东西要学习的呀，要提高的这些东西，这样你就比较很好的来管理。
I have a question, I guess, that kind of goes with that. Sort of 2 parts. Number one, what would be the average income for an agent, a sales agent? And then number 2, why are they leaving? Where are they going? Is there better opportunity than what they're doing here? Most agents stay in real estate because it's a very good income. When you work for a company, you'll get there and you want to move up. Well, sales is generally where they make the most money. So there's agents that will work for Century 21 and Remax and make a lot of money. I own my own office. I'm my own broker. I don't have any agents, so I'm a really small company. I do mainly property management. But for me, being in real estate is because we make a lot of money. I'm not going to leave the industry because there's not really, I couldn't switch somewhere and make more money or do better for my family.
So do you think your income is kind of stable, or you see it's very vary from time to time? You feel any risk, doing business as a career?
Well, my industry, because I do mainly property management, is very stable.
Very stable.
I will make a large, consistent number every single month because I manage over 200 properties.
Yes.
So I get a percentage of the rental income. A lot of agents that are selling, you know, if they have a bad month, it might get nervous, but, you know, the good agents will consistently sell. If you're selling, you know, 15 to 20 houses a year, there's no reason to leave. And we have a lot of agents that sell 40 and 50 in a year, which is good income.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. My stop for a second. So 这是 Taylor， 他是 Las Vegas，right？
Yes.
他是主要是做房屋的管理，就 property management。他刚才说了，他有2个问题，第一个问题就跟3021 China 的问题是，就是既然这个3021还有所有的这个行业的人们比较年轻，然后他们就是为什么离开？然后呢，他离开了以后呢，是到其他的行业呢，还是说到其他的公司？另外呢，还有他们的就是每年的基本的收入是多少？这个比较 personal。另外还有就是说，在美国来讲，如果是像大的公司，在3021，像我们还有在 Spencer 的那个 Remax， 像这样大的公司，一般的 agent 如果是他的做的每年如果是卖差不多15到20个，有的是差不多40到50个property 的话呢，那他的收入应该是很好的，他就没必要离开。所以的话，他想知道就是说为什么，一个是为什么离开，另外他每年的那个收入，像刚才 Taylor 他说他自己，他每个月管理差不多他的收入是从管理200个房子来的收入，很稳定，所以他有他自己的公司，所以他就没必要去做其他的事情。
Taylor, I think you ask a very good question here. But we'll take Beijing as an example. Most of agents, we have to pay them basic salary. So usually in Beijing, agent they receive like 4,000 RMB a month as a basic salary. That's what around like $600 as a basic salary and plus the commission. So in Beijing, if you have an office like let's say typically you have a 15 agent office, if you can do 3 deals a month, you can make a good profit. The office itself is very profitable. And then you have 15 agents do 3 transactions, right? So meaning for agent to have his transaction is it's not very stable. Or usually you have one transaction, one deal closed, and then you wait for another 2-3 months. So people don't feel income is very consistent. So they feel somehow most of the agents they feel frustrated. But top agents they're always doing very good job. They have higher income. They stay there and be promoted to be the manager. But those low level income agent, basically most of them they go to other industries.
So to go with that, in Las Vegas per se, we have seen the ups and downs.
Yes.
In 2008, 2007, 2009, we had over 18,000 real estate agents in our market, which is 3,000 more than what's in Orange County now, which we're smaller. There's only now 2.5 million just about residents in Las Vegas. So we had a large number. When our market tanked, over 8,000 agents left, gone. So then we were 10,000, we were under 10,000 agents. So agents come and go. Only about maybe 10%, 15% of the market is the big agents. You know, like the agents that are going to make the money are going to stay. So the agents that you have in your office, where do they find their buyers? Are they lead generated through the company? Because for me, I have found, even though there's a lot of agents, I do most all of my business by referral. I don't even advertise. So I have good customer service, and all of the people I've sold houses to, most all of them have referred me somebody that they know in their sphere of influence. So I'm getting deals from people that I've already worked with, and those consistently come. I have people that call for property management and for sale that I've worked with. So maybe one thing that you could focus your training on is lead generation and people that they meet. You know, anybody they meet could potentially be a buyer and follow up big, you know, stay in contact with them. And even people they've sold a house to. This person they sold a house to last year, they might have somebody that's going to buy. I see that it's not like you have a multiple, you know, but they may know somebody who doesn't own a property that's a resident that needs to buy. So that customer service, you know, one thing I do is I write thank you cards, just, you know, hello cards. And I send out, my goal is at least 50 a month.
50 a month.
50 a month to past clients, you know, just so that they, if I'm on the top of their head, if they get a card from me, maybe on their birthday, maybe on an anniversary,
Right.
that's, oh, you know, well, that was nice, he was thinking of me, and I get referrals from that because they got me in their mind.
Yeah.
If you sell them a house and you never talk to them again,
Right.
you'll probably never get a referral.
Yeah, Taylor, thank you for your comment. I think that's very important. It's just exactly the same thing our top agent tell people. But nowadays, it's too bad sometimes people are so much rely on the internet. You know, right now 50% of our customers come from generally from internet. But when the agent get lazy, you know, they really rely 100% on internet, then that's a problem. If they don't know how to, you know, maintain good relationship with the existing customer, then you know you kind of get stuck there. That's the reason why they don't have a stable income. And I think last year when we have this convention, our top agent shared experience exactly what you said. He said, I said, I don't care about internet, you know, client. That's very important. But he's a broker. I said, most of my clients come from our referrals.
Yes.
That's how he survived and prosper his business there.
Very important.
It's very important. Yes.
Sure, I translate. Yeah. So 刚才 Tyler 说的，他说就是说关于拉斯维加斯那边还有关于他做的。他在拉斯维加斯当时的市场在2007、2008年左右呢，有差不多18000多的经纪人。可是呢，因为市场的问题，还有因为就是有的人是要转行的，后来到现在的那个real estate agent 差不多低于18000到1万左右，所以有很大有一部分比例的人已经或者是转行，或者是不做 real estate 了。在拉斯维加斯呢另外还有现在是。但是呢，就是10%的这些 agent 呢，他们是做的比较好的，在拉斯维加斯的这个地产行业，这个做经纪人的这一行，还有就是他自己在拉斯维加斯呢，他有差不多有250万的这个住家的这个房子，他自己管理了很多这样的房子。所以他说的很重要的一点就是说，你和客户保持联系，你怎么样拿到新的客户。要和客户建立一个比较好的联系，让他信任你，然后他给你做了一单生意的话呢，然后他会继续跟你做，然后他也介绍其他的他的朋友他所认识的人就和你做。刚才卢总也是说了，他说在21世纪中国也有一个你们的这边的做的很好的 agent， 他讲的这个经历，一个 broker 这一个老板他做的经历。他的这个成功的经验也是和刚才 Tyler 讲的一样的，就是你要和你的客户保持很好的联系。大部分的客户呢，其实都是你们的做过的就是做了 closing 的客户，然后他们的 referral， 他们介绍的一些客户。所以就是说和客户保持很好的联系，通过他们来给你介绍更多更好的客户。
所以 Taylor 自己他每个月会送出50张给客户的那个卡片，说感谢他们。他意思说，你如果全部靠互联网，你自己不知道去维护你的客户，没有客户的老客户推荐，你的生意是不可能是稳定的。
是。
So before we go and visit their office to take a look at them real quick, our group wants to present here with a bottle of wine from the U.S.
Yeah.
And to test it out. So, from our friend Valerie.
Thank you.
I have some gifts too.
And then 每个人我们带好的就是把它测出来，多一点的要求。
好的，OK， 谢谢你。
还有一个 Spencer。
还有就是那个。
This bag is the back. Yeah. Oh, where is the other bag?
That's what we do. 哎，这个你看你要自己上还是你在跑出去？拉斯维加斯的。这个是那个算是血脂的一个。
OK， 好的，待会儿我们放到我们的那个 main 那个 conference 中。好的，好吧，谢谢你啊，谢谢。好的。
还有这个是我的这是费城的唯一的 ，That's the only thing from Philadelphia. The Bell of Liberty. 独立州，自由州。然后呢，就是因为packing 是比较麻烦的，所以。About myself. So Center 21 Vantage Gold is the largest Center 21 in the eastern part of Pennsylvania, and we have earned a lot of awards from the state level and also the national level too. The broker of Series 21 Advantage Gold is Bill Loveland. I hope that maybe some of you already attend his seminars in the global conference or the nation conference. He has his own company in social media, so he talked a lot about the social media, how the social media could help the agents and the brokers to promote the business. And then he traveled a lot nationwide and internationally. And then the Series 21 Advantage Gold we cover, we're in the eastern part of Pennsylvania, around the Philadelphia area. We cover 5 counties in the state of Pennsylvania, and also we cover 5 counties in the state of New Jersey, mostly southern part of New Jersey. We have about 200, more than 200 agents in our office. For the our supporting people, we have a relocation department. We have staff. We have vice president of the relocation department and also supporting staff. The relocation department connect nationwide broker to broker, and also we connect with USAA for all the militaries in the Navy and the Air Force for their referrals, because in America, there are a lot of people, they relocate everywhere in the country or overseas. So our department, relocation department, just connect with all the other brokers. Most of the brokers, like a co-op banker, I don't know whether Remax has a relocation department, so they connect with them, and then not every agent in the office will be qualified as a relocation person to receive and then send all these relocation clients. So our relocation department just to connect them and then make sure that the referral, the outbound agent in the other company or office could take good care of the client in their relocation. And then we'll also follow up in every 2 months, and then with the close out, we have different agreed referral fees. And that's the relocation department. The other department we have is a convincing department. So we have 3 or 4 staffs in our company that take care of all the transactions. So each branch office, you have a designated certain supporting staff to take care, like which office. At daily basis, we send all the transaction documents into a cloud, so, for all these transactions. The other supporting is Series 21 Advantage Gold. We have REO department. So my broker, Bill Loveland, he has a lot of REO listings, bank listings, and foreclosure listings that help our internally, and also we posting the multiple listing website too. He also is a partner of the rental department for property management. For himself, he owns more than 300 property himself in city of Philadelphia, around the Philadelphia area. So there's supporting staff like mechanical people help to repair and then take care of the property for him. And also we have clients that look for rentals, so we refer them to them, and they will either take care of them themselves or refer them to somebody else. We also have an affiliated title company that will go back to Spencer, saying that in the eastern part of Pennsylvania. Hi.
Hi. Go ahead.
So in the eastern part of Pennsylvania, we don't need an attorney like in New York and New Jersey. They need an attorney to help for the transaction, that is mandatory. But in the state of Pennsylvania, we don't need an attorney, just the real estate agent can help you to care the client to help for the transaction. The title company will do most of the transactions, and then will help our convincing department will make sure that all the documents are ready for the closing, connecting with the lenders. And then the other is, we also have, from 2 years ago, our company has 2 people help for the insurance. So some of the clients, they need us like a one-time shop. So want us to help them for the insurance. After they purchase property, they want some help for the insurance, property insurance. So that's why we have them. But it's not required. Every client, they have their own choice. They can choose anybody they want, but we give them options. Also for the community service, 321 with other 321 branches, we have helped Easter Seals. That's what we have heard about the Easter Seals. It's a nonprofit organization help the children with autism. And the money we raised every year, we either donate individually or from company wise, and also we hold some events every springtime. We do a walk, Easter sales walk. Last year we went to the Philadelphia Zoo. We have almost 40 people donate some money into the walk with the families. And then we also have for the global wise, we go to the 3021 global conference, and then we read the 3021 overseas people, and then also the people from other countries too. So we finished that to make sure that everything's okay. The other thing, there's two things I want to say is how we compare the properties we listed in the website. Like Vincent mentioned, 21 Online, that's every 3021 agent we use. Nationwide and global wise, we connect with other agents and refer clients to each other. There's a very good tool in 3021 Online. That's a golden ruler. I don't know whether you use them. Golden ruler is like you can set up. It's like a property updating, and also you connect with your clients. When the property posted, and then the golden ruler will generate the views, like how many people in a month or every 2 weeks, how many people view the property online. They will generate the numbers. So as agent ourselves, we can set up how often we want our customers, or especially our sellers, to know how many viewers view their property. So we set up, for my personally, I set up every 2 weeks, so my seller knows every 2 weeks they receive automatic email from our 3021 generated email to show how many people viewed, mostly from Zillow or Yahoo or Google. So that means that even though you're not personally talk to them, but they are also being connected to you, that we keep them posted about how the property is viewed. So that's we do it. The other one is for a lead generating system and also lead updating system. We use Zap. I don't know whether it's in 21 here using Zap.
Not yet.
Not yet, okay. So that is very good system. We all the leads come to us. We have 2 staff. They are like almost every day, even on the weekend, they receive phone calls and also take all the leads from the website. All the websites come to us. So they spread into different branches, different offices according to their location. Or if the agent doesn't update the system, so you're not going to get the leads. So we want to encourage people, whoever is generating and also clean up their lead system, so get the new leads. But if your system is not updated, you can only receive leads for your own listings, not the new leads. Yeah. And also we'll just follow up with all the clients. You can set up automatic emails or newsletters to keep contact with your people. For a little bit on myself, I originally come from China, and then I studied.
Our headquarters in China, we have more than 5,000 offices. And how we manage those offices is that this headquarters is the place where we have staff to support the regions. So meaning usually every city you have a regional office, and then those regional offices, they have the staff to help our franchisee and our agents in China here. We have a system very similar to so-called the Zap Realty, So we have a website, and then we have all kind of marketing tool to generate leads, and they use computer algorithm to dedicate those leads to certain agents and make sure they're doing the right job. Otherwise, they can be redirected to some other qualified agents here. So I know that you guys already visited some of our players here in China. Here, is that right? You said yesterday, right? Day before yesterday. Can I know a little bit more about this trip here?
So the trade mission, we originally started planning with Greater Las Vegas Association of Realtors. So we have several from Vegas here.
Vegas.
I apologize. A lot of our group, they went out partying yesterday. I could not wake up today, so last night. So
Okay.
we understand. Myself is from Orange County Association. So both of us were the main planning for trade mission.
Okay.
And then we had Arcadia Association and California Inland Gateway Association.
Okay.
So 4 associations is the host.
Okay.
And then we opened up the trade mission for all across the U.S.
Yes.
for any agents that want to come over to learn about how real estate is done within China.
Yes.
So that's why we wanted to, of course, meet with Century 21 because you guys should be the largest
Yeah.
for international brand.
That's right.
And then we met with HomeLink, which is the largest for local brand,
Right.
to learn as well. In addition to seeing if there is any possibility to work together and of course introduce how real estate is done in the U.S.
Okay.
Yes.
You guys probably already learned this. I think the biggest difference between U.S. and China market is here is the open listing market.
Yes.
So, when we do, develop a certain system or rules for agents to work together based on the open listing system, so that's much more complicated because you don't have an exclusive contract to protect you, right? So, whatever get the deal done faster, win 100%. Otherwise, you got nothing. So, this is a terrible competition going on here. So, but we try to come up with the idea to work with other brands to create a similar MLS concept so that people can work together instead of work against each other. So this is the big things happen in China at this moment. But market is growing pretty fast, especially when city are basically finished their building. So the market main focus switching from the new home to existing home, which will be our gold ages coming after like 10 years to come. So we see that happen most of the city right now. The tier 1 city already you have a secondary market account for 60% of total transaction, but the rest of the country is still like 1-to-1. So compared with the US, it still have a big room for growth. For international brands, because I can say probably Century is the only one really have meaningful operation in China at this moment because the local guys are pretty tough. They're doing a good job, so we really need to have a solid, constant investment on infrastructure before we can really grow out the brand here. We've been here for 19 years. I'm one of the founder here. We came here on 1999. At that time, the people don't even know what's a real estate broker. So it's a pretty tough market. But right now, we see, we choose the right industry. You see the market is growing. Our service standard is increasing. The laws and regulation are becoming more mature nowadays. So welcome you guys come here. It's the right time for you to come to China. It's definitely not too late. So we probably need to build more human contact so that to see how we can work together. A long distance relationship business is not easy, but we can start from knowing each other.
Correct.
So you guys have any question here?
So I had a question earlier on some of the numbers that Vincent presented between the 2017 compared to 2018 numbers.
Yeah.
And just for the tier 1, I noticed that Guangzhou has a very big negative number.
Yes.
What do you think caused that?
Generally speaking, it was a terrible year overall for China real estate market last year because the government, they keep coming with some new policy try to pull down the market. But in China right now, in Beijing here, every family, you are only allowed to own 2 homes, no matter how rich you are. It's not allowed for you to purchase more. Right? So it's very for if you are people kind of immigrate from other city, you don't have a green card for Beijing, you are not allowed to purchase home here. You are U.S. citizen, it's not allowed for you to purchase a home here unless you have a working permit and work for more than 1 year. Then you are allowed to purchase 1 unit. So it's a very strict policy. It's a similar policy is have that all over China, and not only from restriction side but also financing part. You are buying second home, you basically have to pay 60% down payment. The third home, if it's some small city, you can still purchase third home, you have to pay 100%. In city of Hainan is like a very famous tourist city, but in city right now, you have to pay 70% down payment to purchase home over there. So policy like this basically really cool down the market. Government want to make sure that the real estate price is not going up too quick. they want to make sure the young guys still have room for them to earn some money, purchase home. It's the right thing for them to do, but it's tough for real estate market. So that's what's going on here in China.
I'm going to add in for the group. So what Harry was saying, the government basically put in policies to cool down the market a little bit. President Xi Jinping basically made a statement saying real estate is not for investing, it's for living in.
Right.
So that kind of, he doesn't like to see speculative buying.
Yeah.
So that caused a lot of these areas to have these policies that limit what can be purchased, if at all. So he mentioned Hainan. Hainan is a real popular city for second home, for vacation home. A lot of northern China, right now Beijing is considered northern China. They buy a vacation home in Hainan Island because it's warmer. So it's when it's winter in northern China, same as Canada buying in the US. Very similar. When it's cold in Canada, they have a home in the US. In China, if it's cold, we're in the northern area, they go to Hainan Island.
Imagine in Las Vegas, if the government come up with a policy that only Las Vegas residents are allowed to purchase home in Las Vegas. You'll see what's happening, right?
So when the government becomes too involved, it causes big problems for everyone. Yes.
Yeah. We have a very strong top government here. So you look at the U.S. market. Usually you have a real estate cycle is about like 8 years or 6 years cycle, right? But in China, you're looking at a 12-month cycle. You see real estate up, and the government come up with a policy, boom, down, and then after 6 months, you come back again, boom.
Well, our Hainan property up right now. So okay.
So you're happy.
Yes. You're happy. Any other questions for Harry? Okay. Thank you very much for having our.
Alex has one question.
I have a quick question. If you don't mind sharing what your numbers or what you see the increases on your sales internationally. This is local.
Yes.
What are your numbers internationally?
Actually, it's not very high. You know, we see the international purchase almost like a customer service for us. Because right now, the China government have policies not allow for domestic people to transfer the money out to purchase home. So basically, it's very, very hard for people to grab the money out. People that do have cash, they want to purchase property overseas, but it's not allowed. So, you know, but we do, you know, bring a lot of our clients overseas because they have a family relative overseas, and that's the reason, you know, how they can, you know, manage to find out a way to purchase a home over there. Yeah.
I have had the opportunity to help multiple families
Yes.
from China and Japan in Las Vegas.
Yes.
However, it never occurred to me to ask, you know, where the money comes from because they
Yeah.
live there.
Right.
And just typical transaction, real estate transaction.
Right.
Once I became involved with global, then it was, oh, this is something I want to venture into.
Right.
So my question is, or my just curiosity is, having them share my family moving from China,
Yes.
what do you suggest would be an appropriate approach to discuss that, like how we can purchase in Las Vegas or help them? How would I guide them?
Yeah, you know, usually when Chinese people they want to deal with the agents, they see as a friends, right? That's a little bit different with the typical U.S. customer. So I'm a professional. I have you on real estate. I'm not your body, right? But the Chinese they keen to do business with the bodies. So usually when they know an agent, they are expecting you to have them, let's say, to find a good immigration lawyer and find a school for kids. Becoming a closer personal friend, and they will refer their family, their friends to you. That's how the Chinese community.
Yeah, and this is why I bring this up because they as realtors they build a relationship with you,
Yes.
and they want you to help their cousins, their uncles, their
Right.
kids.
Right.
And yeah, we team up with multiple vendors, different sources, because we're the source of the source.
Right.
So we communicate with multiple bank lenders, attorneys, immigration, you know.
Yes.
And so you suggest just continue doing that.
Yes.
Okay.
You know that in different occasion I talked to my friends in U.S. said, you know, I think the best thing for you to try to capture is a Chinese buyer is to provide best service to whatever existing Chinese buyer in your
Absolutely.
neighborhood. That's most important things. So the people talk. And then they bring their friends, they bring the relatives,
Yeah.
and so that's, kind of, can bring you a faster result.
Right.
Yeah, but obviously it's important for us to know there's you gentlemen in Las Vegas, so we can bring our friends to you, right?
I want to provide the great possible service, and the
Yeah.
service, and it's really humbling to see that they want to bring me along when I'm 6'6" tall, and I don't speak Chinese, and yet they want me to help them. So
Yeah.
it's very humbling.
Yes.
But I want
There's one thing I can assure you, every Chinese family, they'd be very proud to introduce their family and friends, say, I have a local US friend.
Yes.
Yeah. And they have done that, and that's why I'm here to
Yeah.
learn.
Yes.
Thank you.
Sure. Can we get our members tell a little bit about themselves if the time allows?
Yes.
Since you're-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
everybody here.
Maybe later, and
Okay.
our team colleague has some small questions.
Oh, sure.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Thank you.
选择了来到21中国来参观学习。
好，我用中文回答。就刚才英文简单说了，就是我们在美国就是了解21世纪中国，可能就算是中国最大国际品牌的房地产公司，所以我们这次过来就是一定是安排了。Emily 姐当然也帮忙我们一起安排好了。
Yeah, her question, I'll just translate for her. So her question is, for your group visit, why you choose Beijing and also the Center 21 as your visiting company? And Spencer saying that because Center 21 is a name brand and it's very popular in China, that's why they choose, and then we can learn from each other, networking.
第二个问题，我想问各位代表，就是来到21中国访谈之后，对21中国有了哪些新的认识和看法？
So to the members, and then after your visit to Center 21 China, what's your impression before and after, and then how you can help?
So we'll let one of the group members answer that.
Yes.
What your impression is from the presentation and learning about Central
Why are you
China.
looking at me?
Any surprise or difference, than what you expect?
Yeah, well, I personally, thank you for having us here. Before, I was already attracted to China personally, and the culture, and it's very similar to my culture. And after the fact of visiting, is even more humbling, and it's very impressive how everything is well organized and everything is as a unit, all different brands working together to better the Chinese real estate. So it was a great impression for me.
And Stanley?
Quick.
Oh, I'm sorry. OK，他说就是来到21世纪，对这里的印象很深刻，然后呢，觉得你们所有这些活动啊，还有安排都是很有秩序，谢谢你们的款待。
谢谢。第三个问题，我想问王清慧女士，
好
就是21中国作为 Referral 旗下的子公司之一，您认为这种国际化品牌的背景赋予这个21中国怎样的内涵？它与其他的这个房产品牌有什么不同呢？
Her question is, Center 21 China as the branch office for whole Center 21. So, what's my impression? The question is to me about how what's the Center 21 AJ different from other companies? Yeah. So, to answer the question, 我觉得就是说，21房地产，21世纪就是整个的这个我们的 logo 是 stand out， 就是 stick out，right？ 就是在外边就很就是说 outstanding， 然后我们的这个 uniform 就是很 unified。另外的21世纪也有一个很 long history， 我们有很长的历史，还有我们的队伍是很强大的。另外有一点很重要的就是说21世纪中国，我们也参加了其他的那个链家，还有其他的公司。我觉得21世纪中国从我们内部的这个管理方面，还有就是客户的接触，你们和世界接轨，就是和整个的Center 21 system 接得很好。我对21世纪房地产中国的印象很好，这是我第一次来。我每次到中国来都想参加这个21世纪，来看一下你们办公室，但是没有机会，有时间的限制。感谢 Spencer 带我们来，所以我觉得这是一个很好的机会，也希望我们这个同一样的这个会员，从这个 拜访之后呢，有一些收获。So briefly, I think Center 21 is a name brand. It's sent out. Also, our logo, we change our logo briefly, so everybody has a Center 21 AG logo. So comparing with other companies, we have outstanding tag, and everybody, we wear the yellow gold, wear the gold, right?
Yes.
Gold uniform. That's very